Hey, it's Zach from 91X, another world famous X session. I'm here with Sean, Kevin, Eli, and Nick from Walk the Moon. Welcome to San Diego.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You guys all right?
Yeah, feeling good.
Awesome. So what if nothing? You guys had a bit of time off before this album. Did that allow you to kind of come in with super fresh ideas into the studio, or did you have a lot of stuff you already kind of noodling around with from your previous time on the road and ideas that you kind of expanded on?
I would say both, or all of those things. The time off, I think, was very necessary for us just to come back to being human and not just band members, and then to return to a studio, just the four of us, just making noise, kind of the way that we began, was kind of the catalyst for some of the first songs that we made for the record. Yeah.
It sounds that way. That was going to be my next question. You answered it. And so you're fortunate, I think, to have that time off, because that shines through on this record. It's
awesome. Thank you.
I mean, it's a brilliant showcase of the sonic capabilities of Walk the Moon, for sure.
Appreciate that.
Wow.
The guitar work stands out to me big
man.
time on this record. Not just the playing, but just the sound of the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of guides it through incredibly. Were there any songs you felt like really sort of wrote themselves, and then maybe some other songs that you struggled with and even had to settle on which version to take from multiple versions in the end?
Yeah, there's an older song. There are a couple songs that began many years ago that we tried to incorporate in previous records and it didn't seem to work.
Kamikaze, maybe?
No, Kamikaze's a new one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was more of a during, like, right in the middle of the studio time that we wrote that. But like Tiger Teeth or In My Mind are songs that sort of had this long winding path to fruition, whereas I don't know, a song like One Foot or Kamikaze, they happened pretty quickly in a couple days.
I felt like Kamikaze might have been the lead single a couple years ago.
Huh.
Not that it sounds a couple years old, but it's just the way sort of, sounds and trends have changed and what people are listening to on the radio, maybe.
Cool. It still might be a single, we don't know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
My favorite song is Sound of Awakening, so
Oh, awesome.
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's an odyssey, right?
Absolutely. It's like, I love the way it's just, the musical development is so patient, and there's just so much space in the song from the beginning. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely a conscious choice. A lot of Walk the Moon music is pretty efficient, pretty concise, like 1-2 punch. We love to get people moving. We love to be upbeat and very dramatic. And Sound of Awakening, yeah, you're right. I like the way you put it. It's a little, it requires the listener to be a little more patient, and it takes its time. And there's like all that empty space that is almost kind of haunting, I think, in some moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the vocal sound grabs your attention right away. It's captivating.
Awesome.
So I think that it doesn't, in that sense alone, it doesn't require a lot of attention span to get into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
So, but it's just, the way it kind of gets where it's going so patiently and musically is a joy to listen to.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
So What If Nothing, new album from Walk the Moon. I mean, we can still say it's the new album, right?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only a couple months old, maybe. 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how quick with people's attention spans anymore,
Right.
How long it takes for something new to become not so new.
Right. It's tough, right? It's almost
Yeah.
like we should move to like putting out EPs every 6 months or something, instead of an album every couple years.
I don't think so, because
Yeah.
I enjoy the album release, and
Right.
like I said, it
Right.
showcases the growth of the band and the state you're at musically, artistically.
Right.
I think it's a better
I
way
think
to kind of check in.
artistically, it's fun, but I think if we're talking attention spans,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
got to keep putting like new
For
shit
sure.
out all the time.
Yeah, but the nature of radio is, and with singles too, like you were saying, Kamikaze could maybe be a single. I feel like this album is packed with potential singles, so
Thank you.
you can
Thank
get a
you.
lot of
Love
life
hearing
out of
that.
it for sure.
Awesome.
I was curious, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. As a band, I mean, as musicians and artists, we really get into music to express ourselves musically, because we have to, you don't have a choice really. It's just what you have to do. And you get out and you're recording, you're playing, you take the show on the road, literally. But there must be a point once you become a working band where you don't really feel like you're doing it as a requirement to yourself to express yourself and perform your art anymore, as much as it's to play for your fan base, to make an impact on their lives and change their moments to come and see you play and affect them more than affecting yourself.
I think it's got to be both, and I think we've done both ends of the spectrum. Obviously starting out when we're all just hanging out in somebody's parents' basement. We're just making music because we want to.
Yeah.
And then I think by the end of the last, we call it the last cycle. At the end of like the Shut Up and Dance era, we were playing. Well, I don't remember what the exact number is, but it was something like 25 countries in 2 months or something, like all over
Phenomenal.
the world, and which was so cool. But we, I think we reached like this burnout end of the spectrum where we forgot to play for ourselves or forgot to sort of take care of ourselves, or getting to the edge of that. And so like I think it's really important that you're up there playing. That we're up there because we want to be there. I think the fans can tell. It's like when we're up there and we truly mean it and are bringing it with our full hearts, which is what we're doing right now on this tour in North America, the Press Restart tour. We have all this new music and this is the best show we've ever made, and it's a really fun time to be in the band.
You feel like it's the best music you've ever made?
100%, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's something about artists always think that the newest thing that they did is the greatest thing that they've ever done, but I think that's because you're living those moments at that moment. Do you know what I mean? Like now we look back, I look back at the first record or listen to the music or look at the photos from that time and I'm like, who are these dudes? Like, because I know it's me, but there's a sense of it being like a past version, like like Eli version 1.0 or something, and so like right now we're so deep in this what if nothing state of mind,
There's growth through it all, so it makes sense. It's
Absolutely.
important to feel that way. For the gearheads that are into the album, something that caught my ear and I had to ask you is, these days, what and you might not want to call it any brands, I don't know, what headphones actually can take a beating? Because honestly, I've been through so many sets of headphones in the last decade, I feel like there are none left that can take a beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not joking. We all have some of these that each are like 9 years old or something. They're
Okay.
Still going strong. I have mine, Sennheiser HD 280 Pros.
There you go. This is where the endorsement, is
Yeah.
the endorsement stage of the interview.
Love that endorsement.
They're not endorsing you,
I
cut
picked up
that
some
part.
of these when I first went, right when I got accepted to my music program in college. And, oh man, I don't want to date myself, but that was a long time ago. And they're still going strong. I still use them when I'm at home. They don't have, the cups are all destroyed and stuff, but they're still rocking.
I'm sad that mine are somewhere in a gutter somewhere on 15 gigs ago. I don't know. I don't know where mine are, but they are.
And
They
what
were the
happened to-
best.
they're
And
in
they
a-
took a beating.
You put them in a gutter?
Yeah, well, that's where the best sound is.
Oh.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, it means you haven't listened to the record yet. And so you need to.
Yeah, headphones.
So go
Track
get
2.
it. Yeah, What If Nothing. And we're here in San Diego with Walk the Moon. I could chat all day, but we got to hear you guys play some stuff. So I'll let you off the hook and we'll hear. Do you know what you're going to play today?
Yeah, we're gonna play our song "One Foot" and "Kamikaze."
Oh, fantastic. All right, let's get to it. 91X.